Seniors, eat these 4 nuts daily to protect eyes and fight cataracts. Naturally, our eyesight often appears to diminish with the passage of time, an observation made even when diligent efforts are applied to maintaining a healthy diet, engaging in regular physical exercise, and adhering strictly to medical advice. Many individuals commonly presume that a gradual loss of vision is an unavoidable consequence of the aging process itself, a natural and inherent part of getting older. However, this widely held belief does not entirely capture the full truth of the situation. Cataracts, which manifest as a progressive clouding of the eye's delicate natural lens, represent one of the most prevalent and significant causes behind the reduction in visual clarity experienced by older adults. Yet, what remains largely uncommunicated and often unheard by the general public is a crucial insight. Your eyes do not simply undergo an aging process in complete isolation from the rest of your physiological systems. Rather, their aging is intricately linked and indeed accelerated by the concurrent aging of your fundamental metabolic pathways, the balance of your hormonal systems, and the robustness of your cellular defense mechanisms. A deeper understanding reveals the complex interplay occurring within your body. The lens of your eye functions much like a sophisticated living window, designed with remarkable precision. It is primarily composed of various proteins, meticulously arranged in highly specific, intricate patterns that are absolutely essential for allowing light to traverse through it without obstruction, thereby ensuring clear vision. As the years unfold and biological processes continue, this critically important lens progressively becomes susceptible and vulnerable to the damaging effects of oxidative stress. This phenomenon, oxidative stress, is essentially a cumulative buildup of highly reactive free radicals, unstable molecules that aggressively attack the structural proteins within the lens, leading to their stiffening and ultimately causing the characteristic cloudiness. It is important to recognize that the very same types of metabolic stress that detrimentally impact other vital organs, such as your liver, your heart, or your skin, also exert their harmful influence upon your eyes. Factors like chronically elevated blood sugar levels, persistent systemic inflammation, inefficient liver detoxification processes, and an insufficient dietary intake of protective antioxidants all collectively contribute to and accelerate this complex clouding process within the lens. Now, here enters the truly fascinating and empowering aspect of this scientific understanding. Extensive and ongoing research increasingly demonstrates that the specific foods you choose to consume possess the remarkable capacity to either exacerbate the vulnerability of your lens to damage or, conversely, to actively protect and fortify it. Essential nutrients such as vitamin E, beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, and a diverse array of potent plant-derived antioxidants function synergistically as the body's intrinsic defenders of the lens, actively working to counteract the effects of oxidative damage. Intriguingly, some of the richest and most concentrated sources of these invaluable nutrients are readily found in remarkably simple, unprocessed whole foods, specifically nuts. Not only are nuts exceptionally nutrient-dense, packing a wealth of beneficial compounds into a small package, but they also supply the precise types of healthy fats that are instrumental in strengthening cellular membranes, fostering a healthy and balanced hormonal environment, and significantly reducing the overall oxidative load throughout the body, which is a primary driver of cataract formation. To further elucidate this complex biological process, let us employ a straightforward analogy. Consider your eye lens as akin to a pristine glass window. Over the course of many years, various environmental pollutants present in the air, in this biological context, representing the relentless accumulation of oxidative stress, begin to gradually fog and obscure the surface of this window. If this glass is never routinely cleaned or adequately protected, its clarity will progressively diminish, eventually becoming opaque and impeding vision. However, if you consistently apply the appropriate protective coating, which in our analogy corresponds to a rich intake of beneficial nutrients and potent antioxidants, you can effectively prevent this cumulative damage and successfully maintain the window's original clarity. The 4 specific types of nuts that we will delve into today function precisely as that vital protective coating for your precious eyes, diligently working in a quiet yet powerful manner every single day to preserve and sustain your sharp, clear vision. The findings emanating from scientific research in this domain are truly remarkable and merit close attention. Several large-scale, rigorously conducted studies, including prominent investigations published in highly respected academic journals such as Nutrients and Ophthalmology, have consistently revealed a compelling correlation: a higher dietary intake of specific key nutrients, namely vitamin E, lutein, and omega-3 fatty acids, all of which are found in abundant quantities within various nuts, is significantly associated with a markedly lower risk of both cataract development and the progression of age-related macular degeneration. This protective effect appears to be even more pronounced and clinically significant in older adult populations, particularly when these essential nutrients are consumed on a regular, consistent basis rather than merely sporadically or occasionally. Therefore, if you are currently in your 60s, 70s, or beyond these years, your daily dietary choices hold profound implications, possessing the power to either actively safeguard your precious eyes from age-related decline, or conversely, inadvertently accelerate the insidious fogging of your vision. The fundamental objective of this discourse is clear and simple: to equip you with a comprehensive understanding of the underlying science, the intricate physiology, and the easily adoptable daily habits that are crucial for maintaining resilient, youthful eyes throughout your lifespan. We will systematically explore 4 distinct types of nuts, each rigorously supported by scientific evidence, examining precisely how they exert their beneficial effects within your body, which specific biochemical pathways they support, and crucially, how to seamlessly integrate them into your personalized daily longevity plan. Let us now delve deeper into the intricate processes unfolding within your body. Each time light penetrates your eyes, it initiates a rapid and complex cascade of metabolic activity, primarily within the retina and the delicate lens. This sophisticated process necessitates the utilization of oxygen to meticulously convert incoming light into electrical signals that your brain can accurately interpret as coherent vision. However, oxygen, despite its absolute essentiality for life, is a double-edged sword. Its utilization comes with an inherent metabolic cost. A small but significant proportion of the oxygen involved in these processes inevitably transforms into highly reactive free radicals. These unstable molecules are notorious for their capacity to indiscriminately damage vital cellular components, including structural proteins, essential lipids, and genetic material, DNA. Over the span of many decades, this relentless accumulation of oxidative stress progressively builds up, and the lens, a unique tissue that notably lacks a direct blood supply, struggles immensely to effectively repair itself from this chronic onslaught. Visualize the lens as an impeccably clear crystal when it is young and pristine, perfectly refracting light to produce sharp images. However, each individual flash of oxidative stress can be metaphorically likened to a minute, almost imperceptible scratch on the surface of that crystal. While 1 or 2 such scratches may be entirely harmless and go unnoticed, the accumulation of thousands of these microscopic scratches over an extended period begins to significantly scatter incoming light, gradually transforming crystal clarity into a pervasive blur. This, in essence, is the progressive pathological process that ultimately culminates in the formation of a cataract. What then are the factors that exacerbate this detrimental oxidative stress? A constellation of influences contributes to its intensification, including chronically elevated blood sugar levels, persistent low-grade systemic inflammation, inadequate and disturbed sleep patterns, and inconsistently insufficient dietary intake of protective antioxidants. In older adults, a naturally occurring decline in the levels of glutathione, often referred to as the body's master antioxidant, significantly compromises the lens's inherent ability to effectively neutralize these harmful free radicals. Combine this age-related biochemical vulnerability with years of cumulative exposure to damaging ultraviolet UV radiation and the general metabolic wear and tear inherent in aging, and you create an almost perfect biological environment highly conducive to progressive lens damage. This is precisely where the strategic inclusion of specific nuts becomes immensely beneficial, particularly almonds. Almonds are not merely abundant in vitamin E, a renowned antioxidant, but they also deliver a crucial array of key phytochemicals that serve as robust shields against the pervasive threat of oxidative damage. Vitamin E functions elegantly by embedding itself within the lipid layers of cell membranes, where it diligently neutralizes harmful lipid radicals before they can initiate the destructive oxidation of lens proteins. Studies, including recent findings published in Nutrients 2024, unequivocally demonstrate that a higher dietary intake of vitamin E derived from natural food sources, such as almonds, is significantly correlated with a substantially lower risk of both cataract development and the progression of age-related macular degeneration. To illustrate this vital protective mechanism, let me again employ a simple, vivid analogy. Imagine your eye lens as a pristine sheet of clear ice delicately covering a pond. Oxidative stress, in this metaphorical context, represents the relentless sunlight that gradually melts and pits the smooth, clear surface of the ice. Vitamin E, consumed regularly through almonds, acts akin to a highly effective reflective coating applied to this ice. It skillfully deflects the sun's harshness and thereby preserves the inherent smoothness and integrity of the ice. When you consistently incorporate almonds into your daily dietary regimen, you are, over time, meticulously building up this crucial protective layer. What the most recent research consistently reveals is that older adults who consume approximately 1 to 2 handfuls of almonds per day, a quantity equivalent to roughly 20 to 25 individual nuts, consistently maintain demonstrably higher plasma levels of vitamin E and exhibit significantly reduced markers of systemic oxidative stress. The beneficial results derived from this consistent consumption are cumulative, implying that the more regularly and consistently you include almonds in your diet, the more robust and enduring the protection you incrementally build for your eyes. Furthermore, this protective action extends beyond ocular health, simultaneously supporting the health of your skin, brain, and heart, underscoring that oxidative stress is a pervasive systemic process, not one confined solely to the eyes. From a fundamental metabolic perspective, almonds also contribute significantly to maintaining stable insulin levels. They are excellent sources of slow-release energy, effectively mitigating abrupt post-meal glucose spikes, and importantly, they support crucial liver detoxification pathways through their rich content of magnesium and arginine. When both insulin regulation and liver function operate optimally and remain stable, the overall oxidative load throughout the entire body, including within the delicate lens tissue, demonstrably decreases. This comprehensive benefit highlights the interconnectedness of bodily systems. Now, let us shift our focus to another silent yet incredibly powerful protector of your eyes, the remarkable walnut. On a superficial level, it might simply appear to be just another crunchy, satisfying snack. However, a deeper look reveals what is truly happening inside your body when you consistently consume it. The intricate membranes of every single cell in your body, including those specialized cells found within your retina and your eye lens, are fundamentally constructed from various types of fats. The intrinsic quality of these dietary fats directly dictates how flexible, how metabolically efficient in oxygen utilization, and how inherently resilient those cells will remain gain as you navigate the aging process. When your diet is notably deficient in healthy fats, these crucial cellular membranes become rigid and inflexible. Consequently, less vital oxygen can efficiently permeate into the cells, rendering them far more susceptible to the damaging impacts of oxidative and metabolic stress. Walnuts provide a highly concentrated and bioavailable source of beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, alongside a rich profile of polyphenols, powerful antioxidant compounds that actively nourish the essential lipid layers of your eye cells. This nourishment serves to strengthen their structural integrity and significantly enhance the exchange of vital nutrients and waste products across the membranes. These healthy fats are also instrumental in reducing inflammation throughout the entire body, including the often overlooked microinflammation that can occur within the exceedingly delicate tissues of the lens. Such chronic microinflammation is recognized as one of the earliest and most insidious triggers for the initiation of cataract formation. Consider your eye lens metaphorically as the clear glass panels of a meticulously maintained greenhouse. Throughout the day, sunlight continuously streams in, nourishing the plants within. The healthier and more intact these glass panels, representing the cellular membranes, are, the more optimally your metaphorical plants, or eye cells, will thrive. Omega-3 fats derived from walnuts function much like a specialized oil that keeps these panels flexible and exquisitely clear, preventing the formation of microscopic cracks that would otherwise scatter light and impede clarity. Without this vital oil, the panels would become brittle, allowing destructive oxidation to progressively fog them up. Scientific research consistently reinforces this critical connection. A recent 2024 analysis published in the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition unequivocally demonstrated that dietary patterns characterized by a rich intake of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids were directly linked to a significantly lower risk of cataract progression among older adult populations. Those participants who regularly consumed walnuts exhibited measurably improved macular pigment density and substantially lower levels of key inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein. These positive physiological changes directly translate into superior oxygen flow and overall healthier visual tissue, supporting long-term ocular well-being. Here is the precise physiological link. Omega-3 fats possess the remarkable ability to modulate the delicate balance between two crucial classes of signaling hormones, prostaglandins and leukotrienes. When systemic inflammation is elevated, leukotrienes typically dominate, thereby increasing the burden of oxidative stress. Omega-3 fats skillfully shift this biochemical balance towards the production of anti-inflammatory prostaglandins, consequently reducing the production of destructive free radicals directly at the lens surface. In addition to their rich fatty acid profile, walnuts also supply melatonin and ellagic acid, two exceptionally potent antioxidants that exert their protective effects directly within the mitochondria of lens cells. This particular action is of paramount importance because the lens, as previously mentioned, lacks a direct blood supply, relying instead on diffusion processes and local antioxidant recycling mechanisms to maintain its health and clarity. Walnuts, therefore, effectively fortify this vital internal system from within. From a practical standpoint, consuming a small handful of raw or lightly roasted walnuts each day, approximately 10 individual halves, is entirely sufficient to maintain a steady and consistent supply of ALA. Furthermore, the healthy fats present in walnuts also contribute to slowing down carbohydrate absorption, thereby helping to keep post-meal insulin levels stable. This singular benefit alone contributes significantly to reducing glycation stress, one of the key biochemical processes widely implicated in the hardening of the lens and the subsequent clouding characteristic of cataracts. Let me offer yet another simple analogy to clarify this mechanism. Picture your individual lens cells as small, perfectly spherical balloons filled with clean, transparent air. Omega-3 fats derived from walnuts act to strengthen the very walls of these balloons, maintaining their elasticity and ensuring their ability to expand and contract responsively with varying light exposure. Without an adequate supply of these essential fats, those delicate walls would progressively weaken, stiffen, and eventually lose their inherent transparency. Therefore, when you consciously choose to incorporate walnuts into your daily dietary regimen, you are not merely engaging in a casual snack. You are actively restoring the crucial flexibility and structural integrity of the very tissues that are indispensable for clear vision. Next, let us turn our attention to a nutrient that, despite its profound importance, is often significantly overlooked by most individuals, yet it plays an absolutely central and indispensable role in safeguarding the delicate tissues of the eyes: selenium. And one of the most remarkably rich natural sources of selenium available is the humble Brazil nut. Consider what truly transpires within your body when you consume just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day. Selenium is an essential trace mineral that acts as a vital fuel for the enzyme glutathione peroxidase, which is a cornerstone of the body's master antioxidant defense system. This powerful enzyme functions metaphorically as the body's internal cleaning crew, diligently neutralizing harmful hydrogen peroxide and other damaging oxidants that inevitably accumulate inside cells, particularly within the lens. This critical action directly prevents protein cross-linking and subsequent opacification, precisely the biochemical steps that directly lead to the formation of cataracts. Think of glutathione peroxidase as a highly efficient molecular firefighter. When localized oxidative sparks inevitably appear within the lens tissue, it promptly rushes in and effectively extinguishes them before they can inflict irreversible damage upon the delicate protein structures. Without an adequate supply of selenium, those oxidative sparks would proliferate unchecked, causing cumulative damage to lens proteins, generating a pervasive haze and accelerating the overall aging process of the eye. Older adults are particularly susceptible to selenium deficiency, as selenium levels naturally tend to decline with age, and contemporary agricultural soils are frequently depleted of this vital mineral, meaning that even an otherwise healthy diet can often fall short of optimal intake. What the scientific research consistently demonstrates is compelling and persuasive. A recent 2024 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition discovered that older adults with a demonstrably higher selenium status exhibited a remarkable 40% lower risk of developing cataracts compared to their counterparts with selenium deficiencies. The researchers directly attributed this significant protection to the body's enhanced ability to efficiently recycle glutathione, the very same master antioxidant that is crucial for maintaining the resilience and health of both liver and lens tissues. This powerful connection underscores a simple yet profoundly impactful truth. When your liver's intricate detoxification systems are adequately supported and function optimally, your eyes reap substantial benefits as well, highlighting the systemic interdependencies of health. Let me once again employ a simple analogy to further clarify this mechanism. Picture your eye lens as a pristine, clear lake. Throughout the span of life, various oxidative debris, minute particles of cellular waste, gradually settle at the bottom of this lake. If there are enough dedicated cleanup crews representing glutathione peroxidase, that sediment never accumulates to a problematic degree. However, if those cleanup crews are underpowered or insufficient, the water in the lake slowly but inevitably turns cloudy. Selenium, through its pivotal activation of glutathione peroxidase, effectively dispatches more cleanup crews, ensuring the water, your lens, remains perpetually clear and optimally light reflective. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts consumed daily are typically sufficient to provide approximately 100% of your recommended daily selenium needs. It is important to note that more is not necessarily better in the case of selenium. It is a potent trace mineral, and small, consistent amounts are ideal for optimal physiological benefit. Consuming these nuts alongside a small quantity of healthy fats, such as a few almonds or walnuts, can further enhance selenium absorption and provide a synergistic nutrient effect that amplifies overall health benefits. From a broader metabolic perspective, selenium also plays a crucial role in regulating thyroid hormones, which in turn exert a direct and profound influence on metabolism, cellular repair processes, and overall energy balance throughout the body. When thyroid function is optimized and improved, oxygen utilization in metabolically active tissues like the lens becomes significantly more efficient, thereby further lowering the burden of oxidative stress. This comprehensive improvement translates into better overall energy levels, clearer vision, and enhanced cellular resilience across your entire physiological system. Finally, let us explore a nut that introduces a completely distinct and equally vital dimension of protection for your eyes: the vibrant pistachio. While almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts primarily safeguard your lens at the cellular and antioxidant level, pistachios are uniquely positioned to defend your vision through markedly improved blood flow, enhanced nutrient delivery, and crucial pigment protection. Let us uncover what is truly happening inside your body when you regularly consume them. Your eyes are among the most metabolically active and oxygen-demanding organs in your entire body. The retina, in particular, exhibits an oxygen consumption rate that is nearly comparable to that of your brain, highlighting its intense metabolic needs. To maintain consistently clear and sharp vision, the intricate microvessels that supply vital nutrients and oxygen to your retina and lens must remain perpetually open, highly elastic, and completely free from inflammation. As we age, chronic metabolic stress, particularly characterized by insulin resistance and endothelial dysfunction, progressively diminishes the crucial blood flow to these exquisitely delicate microvessels. When this impairment occurs, the lens and retina consequently receive fewer essential nutrients and protective antioxidants, rendering them acutely vulnerable to cumulative oxidative damage. Pistachios contain a potent and unique blend of lutein and zeaxanthin, two indispensable carotenoids that function much like internal sunglasses. They preferentially accumulate within the retina and lens, where they effectively filter out harmful blue light and damaging ultraviolet UV radiation, thereby preventing oxidative damage at a profound molecular level. These very same protective pigments are responsible for bestowing pistachios with their characteristic greenish hue, and inside your eyes, they diligently protect your macula and lens from light-induced aging processes. Consider this mechanism through another illustrative analogy. Imagine your eyes as a highly sophisticated camera. The lens focuses incoming light, and the sensor, your retina, captures the visual information. Lutein and zeaxanthin are the indispensable built-in filters that prevent the lens from overexposure and crucially prevent the sensor from burning out due to excessive light. Without these vital pigments, too much damaging light would enter unchecked, progressively harming both the lens and the macula over extended periods. A recent 2024 clinical trial published in Nutrients meticulously followed a cohort of adults over the age of 60 who consumed a daily serving of pistachios for a period of 12 weeks. The compelling results demonstrated significant increases in serum lutein and zeaxanthin levels among participants, accompanied by measurably improved retinal pigment density and tangible enhancements in contrast sensitivity, meaning they experienced sharper, more vibrant vision. These objective improvements also correlated strongly with reduced markers of oxidative stress and better endothelial function, strongly suggesting improved blood vessel health throughout the entire body, not just the eyes. Beyond their critical role in pigment protection, pistachios are also instrumental in enhancing overall circulation. They are remarkably rich in arginine, an essential amino acid that is a crucial precursor for the production of nitric oxide, NO, Nitric oxide is a powerful signaling molecule that induces relaxation in blood vessels, thereby enhancing the delivery of oxygen and vital nutrients to all eye tissues. This beneficial effect is particularly supportive of the microcirculation that is absolutely critical for the optimal nourishment of the lens. When your endothelial cells receive an adequate supply of nitric oxide, they maintain their crucial flexibility and resilience, effectively preventing the restricted blood flow that significantly accelerates age-related eye degeneration. Let me explain this with a compelling visual analogy. Think of the microvessels in your eyes as a network of delicate garden hoses meticulously feeding a fragile flower bed. Over time, various metabolic debris gradually builds up within these hoses, progressively reducing the flow of water. Pistachios, through their unique nutritional profile, act much like a gentle internal flush, effectively clearing these passageways and restoring smooth, unhindered circulation, thereby allowing your precious flowers, your retinal and lens cells, to thrive once again. From a metabolic standpoint, pistachios also contribute to reducing LDL oxidation and improving the crucial ratio of HDL to LDL cholesterol, factors that are undeniably vital for comprehensive vascular health and, by extension, eye health. Their unique combination of beneficial carotenoids, potent polyphenols, and plant sterols forms a truly comprehensive system that keeps the eye optimally nourished and robustly protected from both light-induced damage and chronic metabolic stress. A small handful, approximately 30 pistachios daily, is typically sufficient to maintain protective pigment levels and preserve vascular flexibility. Pairing pistachios with other nuts further amplifies their synergistic effect, as the combined presence of vitamin E, selenium, and carotenoids creates a full-spectrum defense mechanism for the eyes, addressing multiple pathways of protection. So far, we have systematically observed how almonds actively combat oxidative stress, how walnuts meticulously restore membrane integrity, how Brazil nuts powerfully rebuild essential antioxidant defenses, and how pistachios effectively enhance vital circulation and crucial pigment protection. Now that you are fully aware of the distinct, yet complementary, functions of these four extraordinary nuts, let us delve into a critical aspect that most people frequently overlook: the precise timing of consumption. Because when you choose to eat these beneficial foods can be just as, if not more, important as what you eat. Let us uncover what is truly occurring inside your body with respect to timing. Your entire metabolism operates within intricate rhythmic cycles that are inextricably linked to your body's innate circadian clock. Hormones, such as insulin, cortisol, and melatonin, naturally fluctuate in their levels throughout the day, exerting a profound influence on how efficiently your body absorbs vital nutrients, how effectively it manages blood sugar levels, and how optimally it repairs and regenerates delicate tissues, including the lens and retina. For older adults, these natural circadian rhythms frequently undergo significant shifts with advancing age. For instance, nighttime melatonin production may naturally decline, morning cortisol levels may rise earlier than in youth, and insulin sensitivity often tends to peak earlier in the day. This implies that the specific timing of consuming antioxidant-rich and fat-containing foods like nuts can either profoundly support or inadvertently disrupt your body's inherent natural repair and restoration cycles. Let me explain this critical principle with another straightforward analogy. Imagine your metabolism as a complex factory that operates efficiently on both day and night shifts. During the daylight hours, the factory machines are running at full speed, diligently producing energy, meticulously managing sugar, and actively fueling physical movement. At night, those very same machines gracefully slow down, transitioning into a vital repair and restoration mode, dedicated to cellular regeneration. When you strategically feed your body the correct raw materials at the optimal time, both shifts operate smoothly and efficiently, ensuring that your cells perform at their absolute best. However, if the timing of nutrient intake is suboptimal or off, cellular waste can accumulate and oxidative damage can progressively build up, hindering recovery. So how precisely do we apply this fundamental principle of circadian timing to the consumption of these 4 beneficial nuts? Here is a scientifically backed protocol derived from emerging nutritional research. In the morning, it is highly advisable to consume almonds and walnuts. The vitamin E and beneficial omega-3 fats found in these nuts are instrumental in stabilizing blood sugar levels and providing crucial protection against the surge of oxidative stress that is naturally triggered by exposure to daylight. Consuming them with your breakfast promotes a steady and sustained release of energy and critically helps to prevent abrupt mid-morning glucose spikes that can promote the detrimental process of lens glycation, contributing to clouding. This morning period is also when cortisol levels are naturally higher, which enhances fat metabolism and helps these essential nutrients integrate efficiently into your cell membranes, maximizing their protective effects. In the afternoon, the optimal time for enjoying pistachios. This particular period of the day is often when your visual system is most intensely exposed to potentially harmful blue light from digital screens and pervasive environmental glare. The lutein and zeaxanthin pigments, abundantly present in pistachios, reach the bloodstream within a few hours of consumption, providing timely and on-demand protection for your retina and lens against light-induced damage. Furthermore, the arginine content of pistachios boosts nitric oxide production during these daylight hours, further improving blood flow and critical oxygen delivery to the eyes, ensuring peak performance. In the evening, before sleep, is the ideal time to consume 1 or 2 Brazil nuts. This strategic timing powerfully supports overnight antioxidant recycling. As melatonin levels naturally rise and your body gracefully shifts into its deep repair mode, the selenium provided by Brazil nuts actively activates glutathione peroxidase, helping to effectively neutralize the oxidative byproducts that have inevitably accumulated throughout the day. This means that both your lens and your liver undergo a deeper, more thorough, and cleaner recovery process overnight, preparing them for the next day's demands. A significant 2024 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition specifically highlighted that nutrient absorption and overall antioxidant activity are profoundly influenced by circadian timing. Subjects who consistently consumed mixed nuts in alignment with their natural metabolic rhythms exhibited significantly stronger improvements in plasma antioxidant capacity and demonstrably lower markers of oxidative stress compared to those who consume the same beneficial foods randomly throughout the day. From a purely practical standpoint, strategically spacing the consumption of these nuts throughout the day also significantly improves digestion and nutrient assimilation. Your body can only efficiently absorb and utilize a limited amount of certain micronutrients at any single time. By dividing their intake throughout the day, you avoid competition for absorption pathways and maintain a steady, continuous protective effect, optimizing their benefits. Here is another simple analogy. Imagine you are diligently painting a wooden fence to protect it from the harsh sun's rays. Applying one excessively thick coat in the morning might not dry evenly or provide uniform protection. However, applying several thin, evenly distributed coats throughout the day builds a far stronger, more durable, and significantly longer-lasting shield. Your eyes and your entire body respond in precisely the same advantageous way to a consistent, timed supply of protective nutrients. Now, let us bring all these individual pieces of information together and synthesize a complete, holistic picture of how these 4 remarkable nuts, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios, work synergistically in perfect concert to protect your precious eyes and profoundly support your overall metabolic health. Here is what is truly transpiring inside your body when these powerful nutrients are combined. Each individual nut targets a distinct yet fundamentally complementary biochemical pathway. When they are judiciously combined, they collectively establish a robust and comprehensive network of protection that extends far beyond the benefits of any single nutrient consumed in isolation. Almonds diligently combat oxidative stress directly at the lens membrane level, effectively neutralizing the free radicals that would otherwise inflict damage upon delicate proteins. Walnuts meticulously restore crucial flexibility and inherent resilience in cellular membranes through their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, thereby significantly improving nutrient exchange and robustly reducing inflammation throughout the ocular tissues. Brazil nuts supply the indispensable trace mineral selenium, which powers the vital glutathione recycling system to effectively neutralize intracellular oxidants, preventing damage. Meanwhile, pistachios provide the powerful carotenoids lutein and zeaxanthin alongside arginine to enhance retinal protection and support healthy microvascular circulation. When consumed together in this thoughtful, timed manner, they form a continuous and holistic protective system, diligently guarding the eyes from various threats, including light damage, chronic metabolic stress, and pervasive age-related oxidation. Think of this synergistic action much like a meticulously well-coordinated orchestra. Each individual instrument, each specific nut, plays a distinct and essential part. Alone, their individual sounds may be pleasing, but when combined in perfect harmony and synchronicity, they produce a magnificent symphony that strengthens every single layer of eye protection, enhancing lens clarity, bolstering antioxidant defense mechanisms, fortifying retinal pigment density, and optimizing vital nutrient delivery. The overall effect achieved through this synergy is undeniably greater than the sum of its individual parts because each pathway actively supports and profoundly amplifies the others, creating a feedback loop of health. Robust scientific research unequivocally supports this powerful synergistic effect. A comprehensive 2024 review published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience conclusively found that dietary patterns characterized by a rich and varied intake of different nuts consistently led to improved plasma antioxidant profiles, significantly lower systemic inflammation markers, and demonstrably enhanced visual function in older adult populations. Participants who regularly consumed a thoughtful combination of nuts daily exhibited measurable improvements in critical visual parameters such as contrast sensitivity, reduced oxidative markers within the lens, and superior endothelial function, emphatically highlighting the direct and undeniable connection between overall systemic metabolism and optimal eye health. From a broader metabolic standpoint, this powerful synergy also plays a crucial role in stabilizing blood sugar levels and significantly reducing glycation stress, a major contributor to age-related damage. Almonds and walnuts work together to effectively blunt undesirable postprandial after-meal glucose spikes. Pistachios improve endothelial function and microvascular circulation, while Brazil nuts optimize the critical activity of glutathione. Collectively, they significantly reduce the biochemical wear and tear that inexorably accelerates lens clouding and other forms of ocular degeneration. This, fundamentally, is the essence of root cause thinking in health. Rather than merely attempting to treat blurred vision after its appearance, you are proactively fortifying your metabolic and antioxidant systems to prevent it from ever developing in the first place, promoting genuine longevity and well-being. Let me conclude with a final, compelling visual analogy. Imagine your eyes as an exquisitely built fortress with 4 essential walls. Almonds serve to reinforce one wall, providing crucial defense against unrelenting oxidative attacks. Walnuts diligently strengthen another wall by enhancing its inherent flexibility and long-term durability. Brazil nuts meticulously build and maintain powerful internal defense mechanisms within the fortress, while pistachios efficiently maintain the vital supply lines that continuously feed and nourish the fortress, ensuring its sustained vitality. A breach, however small, in any single wall would inevitably leave the entire fortress vulnerable. But when all four walls are consistently reinforced and maintained together, the entire structure becomes remarkably resilient, capable of withstanding decades of environmental onslaught and metabolic stress, preserving its integrity for years to come. Practically speaking, achieving this powerful synergy is remarkably simple through a consistent daily routine. A small handful of almonds in the morning, walnuts consumed alongside them, pistachios enjoyed in the afternoon, and one or two Brazil nuts taken in the evening. The combined nutrients complement each other perfectly, the timing aligns harmoniously with your natural metabolic rhythms, and the cumulative effect extends its protection not only to your eyes, but also profoundly benefits your liver, your cardiovascular system, and your overall cellular health, providing a holistic boost to longevity. This holistic approach empowers you to proactively invest in enduring clarity of vision, robust metabolic resilience, and a sustained, vibrant health span for countless years to come. Remember, small, consistent changes, diligently applied over time, compound into profoundly significant and lasting health benefits. Protecting your vision, and indeed your overall health, is not about a singular, isolated act. It is about thoughtfully creating and diligently maintaining a daily system of comprehensive support, firmly grounded in cutting-edge science, optimal nutrition, and deep physiological understanding. By consciously taking these actionable steps today, you are making a powerful and prescient investment in a future characterized by unparalleled clarity of vision, unwavering metabolic resilience, and a profound, extended longevity.